Good morning, students. So today we will be starting with the topic inverse trigonometric functions. So as we know that PU board has deleted some of the portion and we are retained with some of the portion here. So the retained portion, introduction, basic concepts, principal values. The deleted portion is graph of inverse trigonometric functions, elementary properties, trigonometric functions. Okay, so total marks in retained portion is 3 marks and previously marks was 8 marks when the syllabus was not deleted. Now in the retained portion, total marks in this topic inverse trigonometric functions is 3 marks. Part A 1 marks 1 question, part B 1 question of 2 marks. Next, in NDA this topic is very important in NDA exam, in National Defence Academy, Air Force, Navy, right? We have 6 questions from this topic, 60 questions maths, total paper will be of 120 questions. In CBSE we have in this topic the questions asked are of 3 marks. In JEE what happens is in every year they have not asked questions. Only in 2 years, that is 2013, there was one paper in which this question was asked, inverse trigonometric questions, only one question was asked. And in JEE 2019, both morning and evening shifts, there was one question from this topic. So we cannot neglect this topic, right? For JEE it is very important, because in 2019 we have seen that both the shifts, morning, evening, 3 days paper was there, morning and evening shift, both the shifts there was one question from inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, so we cannot neglect this topic. In the point of JEE, this topic is very important and very easy questions will be asked from this. Now in retained portion from inverse trigonometric functions, total marks is 3 marks. Now here part A 1 marks is a fixed question. What they will do is they will ask the domain or domain of the given function. We have 6 trigonometric functions we have already studied in trigonometry: sin x, cos x, tan x, secant x, cosecant x and cot x, right? So in this topic we will be studying, we have 6 trigonometric functions. In this topic we will be studying 6 inverse trigonometric functions: sin inverse of x, cos inverse of x, tan inverse of x, sec inverse of x, cosec inverse of x, cot inverse of x. Okay, now let us start with the topic. Okay students, so we have already seen in functions topic we have already studied what is domain, what is range. In simple words, domain means whatever we input in a machine and whatever output we are getting is called as a range. This is what we have studied in functions topic, domain and range. So let me recall the things. Let me consider a machine. Suppose this is our machine and f is our function, this is our input, and let me consider the function as y is equal to sin x. Now here what is sin x? Sin x, x will be always in angles, it will be angle. And what will be y? Y will be always a numerical value. So what are the angles which are going into the box? It is pi by 6, pi by 4, pi by 3, pi by 2, 0. Okay. Right, let me take very simple angles. So when I put these angles here, this is nothing but sin x. Sin x is our function. This is sin x is our machine, and whatever angles are going inside this box, if the angle pi by 6 30 degree goes into the box, what is the output we are getting? What is the output? What is sin 30 degree? 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, sin pi by 4, sin 60 degree, root 3 by 2, and sin 90 degree, it is equal to 1. Sin 0 degree is 0. This is what we have studied in trigonometry and functions topic. Now in inverse trigonometric functions, what happens is, we have a box and our function is f inverse. Whatever symbol I am writing here, this is called as the inverse symbol, f inverse, and whatever output is there, whatever we have output here, this output becomes input here. Okay, so this is our input. So the input angle, input numbers will be here, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, and 1. So these numbers are going into this box, and what is coming out? Output. So we get pi by 6, pi by 4, pi by 3, pi by 2, and so on. Okay, many numbers are there here. Okay, so one thing is clear from this, that in inverse trigonometric functions, sine inverse of x, one thing is clear, that whatever output was there, it becomes input here, and whatever input was there, it becomes output. Okay, so how I can write this? In symbolic form, I can write this as sine inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to pi by 6. Sine inverse of 1 by root 2 is equal to pi by 4. Okay. Now, usually students get confused with these symbols. Okay. They confuse the symbol of this inverse with the functions inverse, right? Or algebraic, okay, functions inverse. So if our symbol here is sine inverse of x, always remember this is not equal to sine inverse of x whole inverse. This is different and this is different. Okay. And also one more thing, sine inverse of x is not equal to 1 divided by sin x. Although sine inverse of sin x inverse is equal to 1 by sin x, but sine inverse of x is not equal to sin x inverse. Sine inverse of x is not equal to 1 divided by sin x. Remember this. Next. Now we have certain properties to be remembered here. First and basic property of inverse trigonometric functions is how the function exists. Okay. Now the function inverse trigonometric function exists if it is ITF exists, if it is both 1 1 and onto. If it is both 1 1 and onto, then we can say that inverse trigonometric function exists. Okay. So always we have to remember this. If the function is 1 1 and onto, then only I can find inverse of that function. Remember, if the function is 1 1 and onto, then only I can find inverse of the given function. Okay, this thing is clear. Now let me take many examples and let me check if I take only 1 1 function, whether the inverse exists or not, or if I take onto function, only onto function, and let me check whether the inverse exists or not. Okay, let me perform certain cases here, and then the things will be more clear. first case number 1, let me assume that only 1 1 and not on 2. Only 1 1, and this 1 1 on 2 we have already studied in functions topic. If you have not studied also, I will be giving the brief introduction and then we will start with the topic. Okay. So what I have written is only 1 1 and on 2. But what we have said is whenever inverse exists, it should be both 1 1 and on 2. Now we are checking different cases and we will prove that inverse exists only when the function is 1 1 and on 2. Only 1 1 and on 2. What do you mean by 1 1 function? What do you mean by 1 1 function? Okay, we have taken very good example in functions topic that we have taken set A as hostel boys and set B as hostel rooms, right? So let me take the same example here. Suppose A is a function and we have B is a function and we have B, C, D, and this is our function F. Okay, F is a function from A to B. Now if our function is 1 1 function, what is the condition? This is hostel boys and this is hostel rooms. Hostel boys, hostel rooms. Now our condition is all the boys should get a room. This is first condition for a 1 1 function. What is the first condition for 1 1 function? All the hostel boys should get a room in the hostel. Okay, so let me do it. Okay, first condition. Second condition is 1 room only 1 boy can go. 1 room only 1 boy can go. Okay? 2 boys cannot go in a single room. Understanding? 2 boys cannot go in a single room. Rooms can be vacant. 3 conditions we have to remember in 1 1 function. What are the conditions? All the hostel boys should get a room. Rooms can be vacant. No 2 boys can go in a single room. Each boy 1 room. Okay, this is the condition for 1 1 function. Now observe our conditions are satisfied. Now what we have said, in inverse what happens is input becomes output and output becomes input. This is input and this is output. So we have to reverse it and let me check whether the inverse exists or not. Okay. So this will be B and this will be A. This is our F inverse. A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3. B is connected to 3, C is connected to 2, 1 is connected to A. Now check whether this is a function. This is not at all a function because no element of the domain can be left. No element of the domain can be left. So this is not a function. Not a function. So what condition we have taken? We have taken only 1 1 and not on 2. So what we have got? This is not a function. Therefore this inverse does not exist. Second case. Only on 2 but not 1. Only on 2 but not 1. So our function is F from A to B. A, B, F. 1, 2, 3, B, C. Okay. So what is the condition for onto? When do you say the function is an onto function? First condition is all the hostel boys should get a room. Okay. Second condition is no rooms should be vacant. Any number of boys can go in 1 room. In 1 1 function only 1 boy 1 room, right? But in onto function any number of boys can go in 1 room, right? But condition is no hostel rooms should be vacant. All the rooms should be full. Okay, so let us draw the figure. Let me take one more element here. So this is a onto function. Two boys are getting one room, okay, because it is onto function. This can happen. Here all the rooms are filled, yes. All the boys have got the room, yes. So this is a onto function, but it is not a 1-1. Why? Because two boys are getting one room. 1-1 function, 1-1. 1-1 means single boy, single room. Okay. Now let us check whether it is inverse exists or not. F inverse B to A input becomes output, output becomes input. 1, 2, 3, 4. A is connected to two elements, 3, B, and whether this is a function? No, this is not a function. Primary condition of function is we have two images for this. Single element, we have two images. That is, or you can say that a single boy cannot get two rooms. Right? In hostel already we have seen that one room will be given. One room we can put any number of boys. But two rooms are not given in any hostel to a single boy. Right? So this is not a function. Next. So let me take the third condition as case number 3. Case number 3. Neither 1-1 nor onto. Neither 1-1 nor onto. So let us take it is not 1-1 and it is not onto. Okay. F is a function from A to B. One, two, three, A, B, and C. Okay. Neither 1-1 nor onto. Let me take another element here. D, it is onto. Okay, if I write another, it is not onto. Okay. It is neither 1-1 nor onto. How to check whether it is 1-1? 1-1. So single boy, single room. This condition is not satisfied. In one room, two boys are going. Right? Next, onto. In onto, okay, boys. Two boys can go in one room, any number of boys can go in one room, single room. But what happens here? All the rooms should be filled, no room should be vacant. But here what has happened? D room is vacant. So this is not onto and this is not neither 1-1. Now let us check whether inverse exists or not. B to A. F inverse A, B, C, D, 2, 3. Check whether this is function or not. No, because single boy has got two rooms in hostel and this boy has not got a room. Right? All the boys should get a room. Basic property of a function is all the boys should get a room. But here D has not got a room in the hostel. So we can write this as it is not a function. Okay, next, last case. Case number 4. Both 1 1 and onto. Both 1 1 and onto. So let me check it. F is a function from A to B. One, two, three, A, B, C. Okay, it should be 1 1 and also 1 2. Okay. Yeah. Check whether this is 1 1 and onto function. 1 1 first, let me check it. All the hostel boys are getting room. 1 boy, 1 room, right. Next, B, rooms can be vacant or it may be filled in 1 1 function. That doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. 1 1, it is a function. 1 1 function. Onto function. Okay. 2 boys can go in 1 room or 1 boy, 1 room. Okay. Next, all the rooms are filled. Yes, all the rooms are filled. So this is both 1 1 and onto function. Now let me check whether inverse exists or not. F inverse from B to A. B to A, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Whether this is a function? Yes. All the hostel boys have got the room. 1 boy, 1 room. Correct. Rooms are filled. Right. So this is a function. So what we can conclude from this? When the function is both 1 1 and onto, function exists. When the function is both 1 1 and onto, inverse exists. When the function is both 1 1 and onto, inverse exists. So we have proved that whenever we are given a function which is both on 1 1 and onto, always inverse exists. Okay. Now